to give LaRue some props, right? Because he could have easily been like, fuck this chick, I'm going to go find another chick. But he changed his whole life. He started doing karate, got his ass kicked. He started fucking a 70-year-old Japanese man, just to get this piece of ass.
Just give it to me, right? Yeah.
Rolling?
Yeah, we're rolling.
All right, cool. Well, welcome back to another episode of Raj Against the Machine. We're back here again with my co-host Eric Grisanti.
What up?
And we're back again with Dave Temple and Derek Gaines.
What up?
These guys are each of their episodes were one of my favorite episodes. I'm so glad to have them back here again.
No need for apologies.
Yes, and their podcast, we brought it here. No need for apologies.
Oh,
We're here
yeah, nice little crossover episode. There you go.
Yeah, little collab.
Yeah, and there's a lot of stuff going on in the news over the past week, and we were just getting heated talking about this before we started. But Charlie Kirk.
Yeah. I wouldn't say it was heated so much as it was just you were talking to black people.
First of all, just to set the table. Rest in peace.
Yes.
Let me just put a tablecloth out there. Rest in peace, tablecloth.
Yeah.
Now go ahead.
Continue listening. This isn't going to be like I promise you. If you're a fan of the Kirk, this isn't going that way.
All
I'm like
heartfelt rest in
just
peace.
stick around.
Yeah.
Yes. We all agree that he shouldn't have been shot.
No,
But the
he
whole
deserved it.
perspective, we're not even talking about the fact that he got shot. We're talking about the fact that all these kids were there to witness this.
Correct.
Let's talk about the politics around
That's
it.
my issue with the whole thing.
Talk shit,
is
Dave.
Yeah.
These students were traumatized
Yeah.
by an event that had nothing to do with their education at all.
Right.
As a father who has paid tuition for a child to go to a school, that would infuriate me. And that's who I feel are the true victims here. Okay?
Yeah,
the parents who are paying tuition to the University of Utah, where you were supposed to keep my children safe and educate them. If I wanted my children to see someone get their brains blown out, I could have sent them to Gaza. I could have sent them to war. They could have been foot soldiers, and I would have gotten paid.
Right.
I would have gotten paid. You take my kid off to war and cut a check for the family.
Because that's funny you say, because students are the new soldiers.
Exactly.
Students
right.
are, that's why people like Charlie Kirk go to colleges to kind of like shape their mind.
Correct.
Yeah.
And that, so I'm from Philadelphia, right? I applied to go to Temple University. I didn't get in. You know why? Not because of my grades, not because of anything like that. It was because the year before, a kid from my neighborhood who went there on a basketball scholarship brought the whole hood with him. Someone got shot on Broad Street in front of Whitehall freshman dorms. Hey, everybody from that zip code, take a break.
Dang, he ruined it for every
right.
fucking body.
Right. Because of something that ain't got nothing to do with school that was brought to school, and now all the kids is traumatized.
Yeah.
You coming to North Philly, and of course North Philly is being North Philly, and the sad part is these kids ain't even supposed to be here.
Right.
They on campus hanging out. It's a city school.
Yeah.
So that's what I feel about this thing. Them people wasn't supposed to be on that campus. You don't work for the kid who shot him. He didn't go to the school.
Yeah.
So this is just like what I experienced at Temple. This is some nigga shit that ain't got nothing to do with campus.
Yeah.
And now you niggas is traumatizing college students with your neighborhood shit. You know what I mean? And that's a thing.
To call a bunch of white kids from Utah niggas is just great.
Exactly. Because it's still niggerdom. It's still niggerdom, man.
Somebody died. It's niggerdom.
Right. Over beef.
Over beef.
Whatever your problem was, you brought this to campus.
Right.
And that's my issue where, as a parent who pays tuition, I feel like I need all that back.
Yeah, seriously.
Because you was already robbing me.
Yeah.
I already accepted the fact that I'm paying tuition. This shit don't come with no food for these kids. Yeah. You want my kid to stay up here for 30 weeks, but I got to send extra money for food and a place for him to stay.
Yeah.
And you charging me $300 for books. Books don't cost that much.
Yeah. Books don't.
And now this little 21-year-old motherfucker gonna have nightmares, run around the house, gonna
Right.
need extra therapy and all this shit because he saw somebody die in front of his eyes.
And who's footing that therapy bill?
Who's
Not the
footing that
school.
therapy bill?
Exactly.
Damn.
But the fact that you will allow this dude to come on campus knowing what he does, knowing, and it's never worked out for nobody.
Right.
Like, I made a joke about this on stage where, as a black man, when I heard about this, I understood what it felt like to be a white man, an uninformed white man in 1968 that just heard Martin Luther King got shot.
Yeah.
Who?
Yeah.
You talking about that loudmouth nigga from YouTube? Like, oh yeah, that makes sense. Like, you know what I mean? Like, oh, I get it, but like that's gonna happen. You know what I mean? Like, I didn't have no allegiance to it, and once I seen who he was, I'm like, oh well, yeah, he be talking crazy on campus.
Yeah, exactly. That's actually one thing I was kind of surprised about, is how surprised everybody was that this happened. I feel like this was kind of bound to happen at some point.
It's history.
Money called it
all the time.
Like, you know, the late Kirk was like, this could be bad for me. He told his wife, you know, he kind of set himself up.
Yeah.
And he was like, well, damn, honey, money, but it's like, as a black dude, like Dave said, I had to willfully just step back. I ain't got no skin in this game.
My patience comes as a father, man, because that's something that I don't have empathy for. And I've always felt that way, even as a younger adult, watching students have outbursts on campus. Mm-hmm. They would have their peaceful assemblies for something that did not happen on campus, that ain't got nothing to do with them.
Yeah.
And now they're ready to take a stand. And when police come through and break all that up and pepper spray them, they clear this out. How could you pepper spray the children?
Right.
And it's like,
everybody, these niggas still think it's recess.
Right.
It's not recess.
I
You ain't
never
8th grade
had
no more.
empathy for that.
You ain't 8th grade no more.
They're pepper spraying the children. There was 40,000 of them, and they was out here throwing rocks. Like, yo, this gotta end. You know what I mean? And I said that if my child were to call me from campus to be like, Dad, the cops pepper sprayed me today.
Motherfucker, was you in class?
Right. I'm paying for you to be in class.
They don't pepper spray in class.
Right. Fuck you doing. Fuck you doing out here going at it with the cops. That's
not part of the curriculum. That's not in the brochure.
Right.
The brochure was like, you take your classes, you get your major, the fuck out of here.
I paid $300 for that textbook. You better read that bitch from cover to cover. Yeah. You don't have time to be out here protesting Black Lives Matter. I get it. We know, nigga. Why you think you at school? Because you black and it matter. Go to class.
Do this shit after you graduate.
Absolutely.
Right.
Or at least use the book to block your eyes on the way to the next class.
But you're not going to do this on my dime.
But you're not going to stand out here and put your little flower up to the cops with their little riot gear. Yeah. That's not what we're here for.
Right.
You got to learn.
Listen, I went through the same thing. I had a kid in college.
Yeah.
Nobody had no empathy for that shit at all. Oh, you got somebody pregnant? Well, you finishing school, nigga. Because I didn't send you up there for that.
That's right.
You know what I mean? Like, go do the thing.
I ain't sent you up there to go splooge. Yeah. I sent you up there to learn.
But even splooging, I'd feel empathy for it, you know? But the protesting, how do you avoid splooging on college? You're going to splooge on college.
You're going to splooge.
You could have stayed home in the hood.
You could have been splooging back in the hood.
All of that, and especially like if your baby mom ain't shit, what? You done went to college and got a hood rat pregnant?
Yeah, you fucking up.
I should leave you there, bro.
I should leave you there.
But that's just temptation. That's expected.
But it's not upward movement. Yeah. You in a higher scholastic area. Right. You need to use your better mind. I taught you better than this.
Or
I get you there.
You could have did this 6 months ago before I cut the check for tuition.
Yeah, nigga. Yeah. My mom told me that. She was like, "Oh, you want to be a comedian now?
Right.
After I paid 6 months of you in art school, and you gonna drop out of jazz, nigga? You better pick up that goddamn drum set, nigga."
Right.
It was a lot of that. My dad was pissed when he found out I wanted to be a comic.
And that's what I'm telling you.
My pop was pissed when he found out.
That's who I empathize with. Yeah. I understand. Charlie Kirk had a family and all of that. And I'm pretty sure they're going to be fine. All right? But
my dad, I bought you congas, nigga.
Exactly.
I bought you hand drums.
Right. Now you understand where I'm coming from.
I bought you hand drums, nigga. My dad was so pissed.
You begin to remember those conversations, man. And I'm telling you, that's a lot of parents. They need a support group for parents who was paying tuition.
Nigga, you was already going shaka-daga, shaka-daga, shaka-daga. I was paying for you to make noise, you bitch ass nigga. Right. Now you want to stop that to go tell jokes. Oh yeah, good for you, Dave.
It's wild. Now, here's the thing I did hear, following up on this Charlie Kirk thing, is that his wife apparently she's about to pick up the torch.
Yeah, she's gonna
get in that podcast studio, and you thought he had something to say.
Right now, you saw the speech. You saw the speech.
I didn't see the speech. That's kind of hurt me.
You think, bruh, she went straight Handmaid's Tale face to the camera.
Oh, right.
You think he did something? Well, you evildoers got something. Because she turned into Hulk Hogan. It was wild.
This is where I'm going to give that man his props.
Uh-oh.
He clearly held that woman down. Like for everybody, because I've seen him on podcasts arguing with hookers. And
yes.
Have you seen that?
Yes.
Have you seen that?
Yeah,
He's one of those guys that'll go on those right-wing podcasts and basically tell hookers they're dumb for like an hour, right? But and those women, usually their only defense is, oh, you don't get no bitches. I'd hate to see what your wife is, or blah blah blah. And it's like, all right. Now you about to see his wife, and you about to see her loyalty to him. Which means he must have been a thorough husband.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Like, say what you want to say about him.
You hoes
his wife and his kids
loyal?
was taken care of, and to the point where even in his death, they're going, oh, his name gonna ring out.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Trust me.
That's hard.
Like he clearly was a thorough dude to somebody. You know what I mean? Whether you agree with his message or not, you know when a woman scorned and she, I'm so glad he's gone. You know what I mean?
Hey,
like,
fuck shit out of Shorty. Got 2 kids.
Right. Like I mean, Martin Luther King wife, she held him down, but it was like, hey, there's a lot of
she held him down even though he was getting signed. You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
These hoes don't understand.
She's not picking
how long dick go.
She's not gonna go around. Yeah, Martin Luther King wife, she's not gonna run around doing his speeches. No. Let that go. Cause there's a lot of shit that he did out here.
That's what I said. I said Martin Luther King was the usher of civil rights. He was feeding them bitches cherries after them sermons. Feeding them cherries, taking them $1,000 pictures. Come here, God.
Well, I will say it's not. It can't be like a direct comparison, right? Because back then you didn't have social media, you didn't have PR agents, you didn't have like all that stuff.
He had freedom. He had true freedom.
Well, he had freedom, but like nobody told him what he can and can't say at different places, right? Whereas Charlie Kirk, Martin Luther King.
No one told Martin Luther King what he couldn't.
Well, like there's no PR, right? There was no there was no publicists and stuff.
He's saying there's like nobody on his side that's being like, hey, don't say that.
Oh yeah, like don't
think
do
there was anybody at Martin Luther King's camp?
He's probably not. You probably shouldn't. You probably shouldn't say that.
You don't think in 1968
in front of all them racist motherfuckers? Hey, nigga, you might not want to do this one. Just do the dream one. Don't do the nightmare one.
When they pulled up to Memphis, I was like, I don't know, Martin.
I don't know, dog. I don't know,
They don't
man.
look like they fucking around down here, Martin.
Yeah, man. And you just gonna stand on this balcony top, just out like that?
With the Cadillac out front.
Dog, you got a target on your fucking head, dog.
He's got a point.
Let's go to Chicago. Let's just go back to Chicago.
You do have a point, but I'm saying with Charlie Kirk, it's like he has massive PR around him and his family, and he's got agents, he's got corporate people like watching his back to make sure that he's saying
that nigga had Jesus.
Which is also fascinating. I try not to be big on conspiracy theory shit, right? Yeah. But this made Epstein files what? Who?
Completely
where?
Gone. Yeah.
Like bro.
Wasn't that the whole thing that the Senate passed some shit? Like the Senate denied.
Oh, right. There was something.
There was something that happened right when the shooting happened.
Bro,
let
me tell you something. I go to World Star every day, okay? Most unbiased website out there, okay? Yeah. There was a tab that said Epstein for a good year. That's gone. Whoa. Charlie Kirk now. Because there's more content that people would want to see more for Charlie Kirk. Yeah, go watch all of that stuff.
Right.
There's not even an Epstein tab anymore.
Yeah,
that's crazy.
This is a shift.
Completely forgot. Put that island in the back seat and put money up front. Because white people needed a hero. They needed a Martin Luther Kirk.
Which they did.
They needed, right? Because they thought Trump was the guy, but they say he fucking up. So you get a motherfucker with Christian values, but he's still saying racist, crazy shit. Yeah. They be like, that's our guy.
Absolutely, though.
And you go, all right.
Because here's the thing.
I see that.
And I feel like, politics is a lot like professional wrestling, and this realm is like wrestling, where, hey, it's just a new guy, and it shifts it different. You know what I mean? Like, it's there was a time when Generation X was on top, and they had all of the kids, suck it, right? That was the move.
Shit was crazy.
Then it kind of switched over to Stone Cold Steve Austin, where it's kind of a redneck who smashing beers and all that shit. And you go everyone needs their hero for a little while.
And this big mix nigga came into the mix, the Brahma Bull, the Rock.
Yeah.
And then Dwayne was he was this and he was that, and then the eyebrow. Yeah.
Exactly. And the crazy thing is, I wasn't a big wrestling fan. I was not a wrestling fan at all.
Yeah.
But I do respect that kind of celebrity within your thing that it makes you have to come and check it out.
Yeah,
The Rock was that big that if you don't watch wrestling, you know who he is.
Yeah.
And you've tuned in to SmackDown to see the people's elbow.
But I would argue that Charlie Kirk wasn't that guy until he died. I don't think people knew the name Charlie Kirk the way they do now.
Exactly.
Dead rappers get better promotion.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Right. Patrice O'Neal was not Patrice O'Neal until he died.
Exactly.
And he must have been a good dude because his chick also made sure everybody knew his message. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Must have been a good dude. His chick, we all know who Patrice is because of his chick.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like that's the reality. You know?
Yeah,
for sure.
He lived on through his woman. Yeah, that's.
So the interesting thing about Kirk is a lot of people have been comparing him to debaters on the left side, right? Like who's that one kid on TikTok, Dean something?
Yeah, Dean.
Oh, the white boy that was crying.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the kid that was crying. Yeah. Well, so like it's a big thing that we actually started on the left side. We would go to like these MAGA rallies, and they would do it on like the Daily Show. We would go to these MAGA rallies, and we would find the dumbest Trump supporters and ask them serious questions.
Dean Withers,
and we would get their dumb answers, and we would clip that out.
Yeah.
So Kirk would do that on the other side.
Yeah.
He would be the Republican that would ask liberals, the dumbest liberals he could find, smart questions, and clip their dumb answers out.
Yeah.
So I think
not to defend Dean, but he does it on like TikTok where it's like an open forum, like anybody can call. Whereas Kirk goes to colleges where, you know, they're in college.
He preys on kids who are kind of not the smartest.
Or you would assume they're not.
He preys on their emotions.
Yeah.
That's why I'm like, oh, this motherfucker's a troll. That was all I got from that. I was like, he trolling. That's all I took from that.
But that's an I guess an art as old as like the old martial arts days.
Yeah.
Where if you was just a kung fu master and you walk around with your gown all unassuming, but you find a young emotional fighter and you kind of poke and provoke and then you just beat the shit out of him for the town to see and then recruit people to come to my school. Like, you know, like,
how about
come
that?
on over here. I'll charge you all. I'll teach you how to fuck people up like I just did him.
Yeah. That's so true. Yeah, like because he would debate with people who couldn't really hold a debate, or I mean, the ones that he was able to hold a debate with, he would never clip out. It's only the ones.
And if you ever pay attention to that kung fu shit, the best way to reserve yourself as a master is to never fight.
Right.
Never fight.
When people come to challenge your school, you send a student at him. Go fight him so he can show my kung fu is stronger than his. But once you defeat his pupil, that motherfucker get up and disappear while y'all fighting. He not going to expose himself.
That's deep. What was you just? What Shogun? Did you watch Shogun or the Ip Man or something?
They're all like that. The Karate
Ip
Kid
Man was just like that.
Mr. Miyagi never fought anyone but children. And the first Karate Kid, he beat them kids up.
Yeah.
But that was it. You ain't see Mr. Miyagi put his hands on nobody for 3 more movies.
Right?
Man.
He went back to gardening. He was working that tree. Yeah, y'all go ahead and do your
But he
thing.
fought Seal, right? Or what was it? Silver. He fought Terry Silver.
In
right?
the end, you talking about is Terry Silver the guy?
In part 3.
Yeah, I remember that. With the long hair.
The ponytail. Yeah.
Okay, I don't remember. I don't think I saw 3.
Terry Silver was a bad motherfucker, but then Miyagi had to go. All right. I guess I gotta, you know.
Right. Even when they went back to Okinawa and his dude that he had beef with was like,
Ralph had to fight that
me.
dude.
He was like,
They hit the drums.
How about, how about your nephew fight this white boy that I found in California? How about we do it that way? But I'm not.
I'm gonna wear my suit in the dojo. This nigga had a suit on in the dojo. Like, I'm not getting down today. What you think? I'm wearing a gi? Fuck out of here.
That's probably the most realistic part of the movie. The guy's like 70 years old.
Yeah.
Like, who the fuck's he gonna fight?
Right, but it's also hilarious too on Daniel's mother's part.
She was married to her job. That was one. Single mom married to her job. Son can't fight. Go ahead.
It's just a weird thing of like you allow this handyman from the building to take your son across the country. And I don't think you need to explain to someone like, hey, don't put my son in a kung fu fight to the death match. You know what I mean? Like, that's pretty much self-explanatory.
Well, I mean, even before that, don't put my son on a 24-hour flight with a 70-year-old man.
Yeah, that's wild.
To a place
She
I've
did not
never
give
been.
a fuck. Single moms, man. Single moms, dog.
Which is like, do you think Daniel's dad got a phone call at all?
Never.
To be
Absolutely
like, hey,
not.
Your son
She
was in a
said-
karate tournament and he got elbowed pretty hard in the leg. He might not walk again. My bad. I should have consulted with you.
She didn't send that nigga a picture of him doing the crane kick. Nothing. She said, "I'm gonna make a man out of this nigga." As a mom. Yo, wild talk.
The dad couldn't have been called because if he did, there would be no movie.
There would be no movie.
Wait
a minute, what? I gotta fly out. What's this nigga kicking and punching? What's going on?
My 17-year-old kid is hanging out with a 70-year-old man into the odd hours of the
night.
Yeah.
Deborah, what are you thinking?
Deborah, what are you thinking?
She would have lost custody immediately.
But LaRusso was being a dick, fucking with some pussy that wasn't his.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's true.
Yeah.
I totally even before that whole theory that came out in How I Met Your Mother, where they flipped it. And even before that, when I saw that as a kid, I was like, he's fucking with somebody else's girl.
Oh yeah.
Like he deserves all of this shit.
Absolutely. And which is weird that he even had that in him.
Yeah.
Where it's like, what makes you think you are qualified to stand up? Like, if a girl that I was crushing on all of a sudden is in a toxic thing with a guy, well, thanks for showing me that.
Yeah, I'll see my way out. Check, please.
Get the hell out of here.
Karate Kid. Nah. Distinguished gentleman.
Like, you had a boyfriend this whole time and you didn't say anything? Oh, fuck this bitch.
I'm out of here. This bitch a whore. Trying to get me caught up in the line of fire.
Right.
That's wild, dog.
He just pulled up on a dirt bike with 2 henchmen. In high school, you got henchmen. I'm not fucking with that.
I'm not fucking with this nigga, but LaRusso started it.
Yeah,
LaRusso
so it's
started.
like,
But you got to give LaRusso props, right? Because he could have easily been like, "Fuck this chick, I'm gonna go find another chick." But
nah.
he changed his whole life. He started doing karate, got his ass kicked. He started fucking a 70-year-old Japanese man, you know, just to get this piece of ass.
Just give it to me, right? Yeah.
Let me borrow your Rolls Royce so I can press this bitch.
I don't know whether with that chick, she wasn't in the series, was she? Was she in Cobra Kai? Did he end up marrying that girl?
No.
He didn't even marry her.
No, but she did do a cameo in Cobra Kai.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, I haven't watched all of Cobra Kai. It was really great when I started season 1.
Shout out to the cast of Cobra Kai and all the kids. They be at the Comedy Cellar. They was at the Cellar hanging out a couple nights a week. Because they was filming something. They was all getting their laugh on. It was pretty cool. I met all of them. They pretty cool.
Oh, all of them?
Yeah, the kids, all the little fighters, they was at the Comedy Club.
Oh, yeah.
So that was pretty cool.
Even the one with the cleft lip?
Cleft lip. He had a suit on.
That's funny.
He had a little makeup on to try to cover up the cleft. Because, he had a suit on. He was doing stuff.
Yeah, now you're a star. It's like Steve Buscemi. Don't fix that.
Yeah, don't fix that
We
shit.
know you for this.
We know you for looking like
I will say, the first time I saw Steve Buscemi fuck someone on Boardwalk Empire, I threw up.
Really?
Oh, yeah. It was
He ugly guy.
I mean, but that felt like it made sense for 1928. You know what I mean? Where it's like, you're going to fuck a guy that looks like this. Come on.
Well, I, a straight man, watching this on TV, threw up. I feel bad for the actress who had to lay
Had
underneath
to
her.
do that. She had to go method for that. She really had to step in the character.
Oh, shit.
That was a rough one.
Steve
Rough one.
Buscemi.
But yeah, so this Charlie Kirk stuff.
We were talking Saudi before.
Oh yeah.
What's going on in Saudi Arabia?
Yeah. Well, I mean, I don't know. What are you guys' thoughts on all these comics going out there and performing? Well, have you heard about all that stuff?
I did hear about it. Yeah.
Why are we not okay with this? I
don't know why. I don't think we're not okay with it.
Yeah.
I think just a lot of comics with a platform that weren't invited spoke out on that to begin with.
So they're just.
I think it was just guys found out about it and they were just talking shit about it, and it caught heat because. That's the only way I know about the festival is from comics talking shit about it on their podcast.
Well, I don't know. I got comics going, so I'm not on that end.
Yeah.
All I know is there's a lot of rules. You can't make jokes about certain things. Can't drink, can't smoke. Right. So it's not really a vibe. You get a bag, but you got to go to the desert.
And that's what I'm saying. I think that's why
right.
people are going. I think it's just the money.
It's a bag.
The comics, you don't understand where comics have been performing. Yeah. How much we've been getting paid or not been getting paid to do it. So when somebody does call you, I don't give a fuck how evil you are.
Yeah.
You
I
got
did
money
a show
for
at a camp 2 days ago. I had to tell jokes for a campfire. So if the Saudis call me talking about, just don't talk about Islam and the royal family. You come over here and do everybody's happy. I'm gonna go get a check.
It's basically a corporate gig. I don't know what you guys do, but y'all got money for me.
Right.
What? I need to wear a tie? Fine, I can do that.
It's a couple dollars. I'm trying to pay rent, nigga. My mom need window installations.
That's like being mad at the comics for performing at the White House Correspondents Dinner. Like it's a room full of evil millionaires. millionaires, but we know you getting your bag.
Roy Wood, shout out to Roy Wood for going up there and turning the mirror on the motherfucker.
Right.
Yeah, bro, get a check.
Roy
He
Wood
got a
went,
son. So, yeah.
Roy Wood went during Trump administration, right?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And he did a joke about Clarence Thomas being a slave and all kinds of shit. Like, I was like,
Yeah.
Stepping on toes. Get the check.
But that's the beautiful thing about comedians at any kind of corporate gig. We don't really care about returning. You know what I mean? So it's like, hey, give me the money, and I'll probably fuck this up now.
Yeah.
And it'll just be a legendary story. But the crazy thing is, a lot of times, motherfuckers are like, oh, I love that you did that.
Yeah.
Do you know anybody else who doesn't give a fuck about our feelings that will talk to us like that?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I know a whole
People that say
city
this.
full of people.
All
Yeah.
the
Because
politicians.
I think that's also the thing that rich people are looking for. Somebody be fucking honest with me, please.
I'm surrounded by yes men.
Right.
Give me one thorn.
Give me one motherfucker that's willing to be like, yo, y'all aren't cool. You're all the pieces of shit. Your money doesn't make you
And
cool.
you smell like pastrami.
Right.
That's very specific. But Eric, wait, well, you know, like, because I've been seeing all these things on Reddit about, like, I can't believe this guy's going to Saudi. I can't believe this guy's going. Like, what are the reasons?
So basically, in Saudi, there's just a bunch of human rights violations. They're claiming it's like you're culture washing by going over there. You're normalizing that space, which is not a livable. Like, they're making it seem like it's a lot better over there than it actually is.
All right. Do you gotta? And again,
it's like
you're
going,
asking.
Hold on.
Go ahead.
It's like going to Palestine and doing a show there and pretending nothing bad is going
About
on.
that. Okay.
But that's what
us.
we've been doing our entire careers.
Talk shit.
We'll go to a bar and perform for a drink knowing that we got rent due in 3 days. Our world is burning, but we sit here on stage and hey guys, so I was walking my dog. That's the world we live in.
Yeah.
We are ignoring reality. That is our whole fucking job. You know what I mean? So you're barking up the wrong group.
But I guess the argument is taking their money to help them forget reality is kind of what they're upset about, right?
Who, those people? Like the Reddit people?
Yeah.
I don't know what the fuck they're upset about. And that's the weird thing. It's like, why do you expect us to hold that accountable?
Yeah.
You know, it's funny. I just saw Big J release this clip, and I was at this show when it happened. I opened up for him a couple weeks ago in New Brunswick, New Jersey.
Okay.
And he was just on stage talking. He's like, yeah, you know, I'm Jewish, but I'm not like really. I do identify as Jewish. And this lady just yells out, "Free Palestine!"
Oh, I saw that clip.
And he's like,
that was actually a funny clip.
Okay, you want me to do it? Like now? Like, all
Right
right,
now.
like.
You want me to do it right
And it's like, all right, tell me, this was your idea, lady. What's the first step?
now? Like, the thing I don't get, like, I talk about this shit. If I had to, I feel bad for white people on this right, where they just can't be. Like, me and Dave can be unapologetically black all the time.
Yeah.
Like, Sydney Sweeney got big titties and blue eyes, but they made that bitch a Nazi for wearing a Canadian tuxedo saying it was
Absolutely
jeans. It was a
insane.
play on words.
Yeah.
And
Right.
they made her a goddamn Nazi. I'm like, God. See, it's like,
And that's,
the fuck are we doing
that's
right now?
where you can't give in to that because those are people who
and it's always
just,
ugly bitches that's doing it. Like,
right,
purple
people
hair
who didn't
chicks.
live out to their dreams. They wanted to be
They
a
all
model.
frumpy, sitting on a fupa on
Right.
a computer.
They wanted to be a model, but they couldn't put the fork down.
Right.
So now they'll sit here and watch everybody else go and do it, and just shave their eyebrows off and dye their hair purple. Well, I just think she should have.
Sydney worked out.
Shut up.
Sydney got them things up.
Right.
Huh? She
'Cause
worked on
that's-
cars.
That's sports for girls. It's the same. They're no different than any fat dude who's drinking beers and you know what this athlete needs to do. Like, shut up.
Are you crazy?
Shut up. You used to play sports. You peaked in high
Nigga
school.
ran for 80 yards and you over here fat talking about
Right,
Get the fuck
now
out
you
of
on a forum talking about what they should or shouldn't have done. Like I can't listen to those people.
I'm
like,
not a hater.
I didn't want to shut it down because I don't know whether your fans are from Reddit or not. But when you was like, yeah, what are they saying on Reddit? And I'm like, all right, well that's already your first mistake. Listening to anyone who has a Reddit account.
Reddit, yeah. Reddit is for titties.
I know y'all probably got them, but you understand.
I'll tell you what Reddit's for right now. For any bitch that gotta hit me in the link OnlyFans, you go on Reddit and see it for free.
Well, look, I get it.
I've done that before. I've done that before.
Reddit is so that you do not annoy your friends and family with these opinions. I need to talk to somebody quick. All right, come here.
Why do you think the robot is running away on the phone when you open the app? Because there's some shit you should keep the fuck over there. I get it. That's some funny shit. Good for you, nigga. That's good shit.
It's a wild world, man.
Yeah,
it's a wild world.
Well, I mean, a lot of people have been grouping up on Reddit, but people have been talking about it on podcasts and stuff. And
it's a Twitter thing too. I think. Yeah, I think the major ones would be like people like Bill Burr, or like if Stavi had done it. Like these are very political people now. Yeah. As far as like morally correct. So for like Bill to do it, I love Bill, so I don't, whatever. But my point is like it's a weird move for him if he's so morally correct, or at least that would be the argument.
Right.
That's not my argument. I don't have skin in the game in that argument, but that's just
I just think we're at a point now where people are just very like they're holding comedians to standards that we should not be held to.
Yeah, man.
We tell jokes about shit.
Right.
That's it. We're not political figures.
Right.
I'll go to Saudi.
I try to stress that in my set. Like, yeah, man. I'm
just here to fuck around.
Yeah, but even the most political comedian is still a comedian. Their opinion doesn't change anything. It just helps you realize, A, either you're crazy, or B, you're on the right side of things.
And usually you just clap.
Yeah, you clap and laugh.
And then you laugh.
Right. Yeah, I mean, and that sucks also where, as a comedian, that you could be so good at being a comedian that people think, this guy should be running the world.
Yeah.
It's like, funny.
Yeah.
No, guys, I'm an idiot. Like,
Bill Burr used to say, I don't read. I don't read. Stop there with that.
Yeah.
Stop trying to put me in a position like I'm over here. I'm on stage, showing up theaters.
I think people in general are just looking for a leader.
Right.
And I
They're
think the interesting thing about comics is we wear our flaws on our sleeves, so you're not really going to find any scandal in us. That's why people want us to be in charge.
We're fully vulnerable.
Right. Yeah. And most of us are smart enough to be like, hey, I don't want to be in charge. Okay, like once you get comedians that they put the microphone down and kind of go into politics, you almost look at them like, hey, what are you doing?
Yeah,
are you believing your own hype right now? Hey, get back over here.
You got a list? You get the signatures like that? Whoa, just tell them the Instagram handle and go. You getting signatures, bitch? Hold on. You soapboxing? Wait a second. Wait.
You have Derek's got a vendetta because he did this last episode.
Yeah. I
about this person.
Which comedian you were referring to.
There's a list of comics who go into politics.
These motherfuckers, man. You're like, all right, dog. Quit it with the over-righteousness. I don't like it.
Even comics who wear suits. Like, you're like, what are you doing, man?
Yeah, we wear
I did a show last night with a comic, full-on suit, blazer, tie, and everything. And I'm like, okay.
Well, there's that one comic who I think gets away with it. He sounds like Bill Burr. He's a white guy. He's older. He always wears a suit.
Yeah.
You know, he's at the cellar all the time.
I know you're talking about. I can't think of his name. I know you're talking about.
Yeah.
I know you're talking about.
Do you know his name?
Yeah. You talking about Des Bishop.
Des Bishop, yeah. I think he gets away with the suit. It works for it, but it's also a shtick.
It's a shtick. Des go up there. He do Irish rap. He a silver fox. Nigga 6'5", but he Irish like he tried. He married, but he be appealing to the bitches. It's a thing. You be like, all right. I get it, but but he's silly though. Like you talk to Des, you be like, all right. He's still silly.
Right.
But that suit wearing shit, that's for the birds. I used to do that when I was a new comic. I'm like, I'm not even comfortable in this shit.
What, you wear a suit on stage?
Yeah, I used to do that a long time ago.
Yeah.
When I first started.
Or even undoing it. Like if you go out there with your blazer bunched up and your tie undone,
like you put some elbow grease into your set or some horse shit like, man, all right.
God bless you.
I get it. Mm-hmm. No hate, but all right.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I don't know. I get annoyed when politics or comedians start shifting towards that political, the political stuff. Who's getting a lot of slack for it right now? Jordan Jensen. She's kind of making like a little grift from all of her podcasts. So she's I don't know if they're clipping it out to make her look bad, but they're clipping out a lot of things from podcasts that she's gone on recently since her special dropped.
Well, Jordan famous now, so this will come with it.
Yeah, it's kind of comes. Yeah,
hey,
this
bitch,
is another thing. It comes
the girl
with
that look gay, but she not with the moms and the way and the good pussy jokes. and all, and here it comes.
Yeah.
Here you go.
I think that's a true testament to when somebody makes it. Whenever all of their clips get taken out of context, and then you see all of the hate comments.
This what happened when you good.
Once you have accounts that are not affiliated with you, that are making views either off of responding to your content or just reposting your shit, you go, oh shit, this is crazy. Like,
when you start getting on, them clips come around like them thirsty family members. Oh, you on now? Can I get a piece? Can I say that you was in here?
That's what I've always said, that like, and know this. If someone ever exposes something that you said a long time ago and gets you canceled, that was a fan. That was one of your fans who did that.
Yes.
Because it's weird.
Call
like,
coming from inside the house, dog.
Yeah, I mean,
call come from inside the house.
Again, and this is something that I can understand. Again, as a father, is watching my kids grow up and choose their own paths of who they want to be. I'm kind of like, hey, no, you're this person, and they're like, you don't get to tell me who I am. Like, yeah, I was that person when I was 4.
Yeah.
You knew me when I was 4. I'm 21 now. I want to do things this way. And you're kind of like, no, come back. And usually parents will sabotage you if they don't like what you're doing.
Speaking of which, did you see that documentary where that ugly white woman terrorized her daughter on the text?
That was fucking
for
crazy.
2 years.
Your biggest fan.
Fucking
Who's your biggest
Mom
fan?
was going, nah, I'm gonna fuck your boyfriend, kill yourself, bitch.
Yeah.
Just so she could be like, no, I'm not.
Exactly.
Mom was like, I could suck your boyfriend's dick better than you can.
That shit is great. And the mom looked like a goddamn battle axe.
Yeah.
That bitch was uglier than the left side of hell. Holy shit.
It is your day one fan bringing you down, bro.
Mom's just like, yeah, you stink, bitch, kill yourself. I'm gonna fuck your boyfriend in the school.
Even with Rachel Dolezal, who brought her down? Mom and Dad. They was like, all right, we've had enough of this.
Yeah, that bitch ain't black.
Right.
Are you crazy?
It's not a stranger. It's not just some random account on Reddit.
She got some
That's your
ex-girl
family
one day
member.
and lost it. Fuck one black dude in high school. Now this bitch thinks she's black. Paris did it. Yo, good shit, dog.
But that unknown number, that mom.
That mom was terrible.
She was terrible.
She was ugly mentally, physically. You can't do that to your
Yeah, she
child.
was not a good-looking gal. But by the end of it, I was kind of into it.
To bring it back, the Charlie Kirk shooter, his dad turned him in.
Yeah.
That's right.
Oh, yeah. Absolutely.
Turned him in.
Absolutely.
Now they saying, but you see the shit they trying to do? His trans roommate turned him in.
Oh, yeah.
Kinds of shit.
Because you got to get that off of you, because apparently his family is very conservative, right? So
he's conservative.
that's the thing. Your family is now going to have to face the backlash. I just read a book about this. I read a book called The Good Father, right? Okay. This book, it was fiction, but it was made to be really good. And it was about a dad who... He basically got a divorce when his son was like 6 or 7. The mom moved the kid all the way out to California.
Okay.
He stayed in New York. He was a rheumatologist or something like that. Began to give speeches at Columbia. Very successful. Remarried. Had 2 other kids. Kept his son in his life the whole time. Flying him back and forth from California. Keeping him a part of all of the family stuff. Sends him to college. Kid drops out of college, out of Vassar College after like a year, and then kind of goes on like a weird sabbatical, just kind of roaming the United States for like a year and a half.
Nigga went into the wild. Like
right, and he allows him to go ahead and do his thing, and then all of a sudden the kid assassinated a senator, like a senator that was running for president. And now it is the dad's journey on like dealing with the negative backlash of everybody, like, see what the fuck you raised? And he's like, wait a minute, I did not raise my son like that. And he's trying to figure out what happened. What happened in that year and a half that he left school that now he's this? Right. And the dad could not let go of the theory that his son had somehow become a sleeper cell or something in that year and a half, because it's like, I don't know this kid.
I'll tell you something right now. He probably went to Bushwick, found himself a cat lady with a fat ass. She got in his head with all that liberal jargon.
Yo. Huh? You know what else? I've watched... In the past week, I've probably watched 4 random independent movies, right? And all of them were about people, really weird characters from different parts of America struggling to get to New York.
How about that?
To try to either enroll in school at NYU or go to some sort of performance academy, and I realized that's what's wrong with New York. Right. New York, we have to shut down NYU and Columbia because
let the immigrants in. Fuck these weird ass.
Right, because they all flunk out, and now they're just here in New York, just being
leaking
weird.
Imagination.
Yeah.
Right, that's what we call it. Leaking imagination onto the streets.
They were already weird in Oregon or Wisconsin or wherever they were already struggling to get out of.
Now you weird here with this bullshit.
Right. Yeah. And it's just a magnet for weirdos, man.
Yeah, the weirdos who think they can make it, they don't make it, and now they're just on the streets being fucking extra weird.
Yeah. They are 100% what's wrong with the city, man.
Yeah, it's
101%.
But so going back to this kid who had the trans roommate, right? Like, if he was actually conservative, he would probably never room with the trans person.
I'm pretty sure that just gets popped up on you.
Oh, okay.
And then they were saying they were involved and all kinds of shit. Like the story they try to make.
That's the fucked up thing. But yeah, like your trans roommate, if you've had roommates, you know, when y'all apply for the apartment together, everybody is as normal as they can be. Right, well, it's not until about a month in, you go,
you be like, oh, hey,
shit. What you back there doing, man?
I didn't know this bitch fuck with the door open. I didn't know this motherfucker fuck with the door open. Oh, no.
But I just feel like if your roommate is a dude and then a month later it's suddenly a girl, you're going to be like, what the hell's going on here?
Remember the, I don't want to say his name, even though I doubt he'll see this, but remember the nigga that used to be in the front room? The ballet nigga?
Yeah.
We lived with a dude that, he was more of a cross-dresser than a trans person.
That was his name. I'm sorry. Cut it out. His name was Henry.
I'm going to tag him.
But Henry got pussy. But he used to be kind of girly and he was painting all that shit in.
No, he full-on identified as all of that other stuff. Because I remember he had a little podcast that I would listen to. He would just cook food in the kitchen and talk about what's going on in his talk.
But that day, them nigga paid his rent on time.
Exactly. And he was with a ballet where he would literally leave the country for like 3 or 4 months and tour with the ballet company and pay the rent while he was gone. But then he would just come back weirder and weirder and weirder.
Didn't bother me. He in the front room.
Exactly.
I didn't give a fuck. I'm back there with my PS4 at the time.
But all I'm saying is you begin to realize like, oh, you don't control that. You gonna find out what a motherfucker is eventually, right. But like you don't room with somebody to be like, oh, you trans? All right, yeah, let's move in together. Like,
this is an agenda I'm on.
Yeah, they spring that on you later, and with roommate situation, it always becomes, I don't give a fuck. As long as you got the rent and we not leaving.
And I appreciate you cleaning the kitchen from time to time.
Right.
Man, use them dainty ass ballet hands to wash them goddamn mugs. I can't get my knuckle in the mug.
Right.
Do whatever you want.
Do whatever the fuck you want.
Every now and again, I might see a dude waddle out of your room into the bathroom. That's your business.
That's your business. Just tell them to clean up after themselves.
Right.
Piss off the lip of the toilet, nigga. That's all I. And
get the cover out of the tub.
Yeah. Just,
Speaking of which,
lift the seat up for you.
You know what I mean? My first roommate, his name was Matt. I remember I cleaned the tub for the first time, and he fucked his girlfriend in my clean tub. I was pissed.
How do you fuck in a tub?
I cleaned the shit out of that tub. It was like the first time, and that's when his girl visited. I had to go pee and get ready. They in there. I said, this nigga's fucking in my clean tub. My clean ass tub. And that was just a straight dude.
Right.
Henry ain't never do that shit. He ain't never fucking my fucking tub.
That's the other thing. The whole trans roommate thing. I think you'd have a more toxic situation with another straight man
100%.
than a trans or queer roommate.
These niggas polite.
Right.
They already know what the fuck going on.
Y'all don't have nothing in common other than the rent.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Rent.
Y'all not sharing no crazy ideas. Like, you're not going to convince me to be trans because you trans. We ain't got nothing to talk about.
But apparently he'll convince me to shoot Charlie Kirk.
Oh, that's shit.
Black
people, we on a different frequency, man.
Yeah.
We'll be giving a fuck, man. Pay the rent.
We was talking about that too, like the fact that even shooting up schools, like I know so many black kids who brought guns to school and they just left them in their locker until they had to use them after school. You know what I mean? Like no black person's bringing a gun to school to shoot up school.
Oh, that's true.
It's always for after school. You know what I mean?
Yeah, 3
That's an
o'clock.
after-school activity.
Not 7 a.m. Not 9 a.m. when everybody groggy and now we gotta survive.
Yeah.
Yo, these motherfuckers are psychos, nigga.
Which is also gotta be funny if you did bring a gun to school and then they bring out, you're like, man, my shit in my locker.
Shit in my locker. This nigga whistling down the hallway with an
coming
AK.
around with an
I could've
AR-15.
saved everybody.
Damn, I left my shit in my locker, fam. Like,
Damn, man.
This nigga had it on him. I was at least respectful.
right.
I'd be curious. Statistically, were there any black school shooters?
No.
Shorty was on the Breakfast Club the other day talking about there's been 0 mass shootings at HBCU.
Right.
black people
I'm telling
don't
you,
like
there are
that.
guns at black high schools, but they not being used at school
Right.
at all.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, yeah.
So actually, it's funny that we're talking about this because I heard a statistic the other day. Like, if you're a little kid and if you're scared, they always tell you to go up to the nearest black person because, because statistically, there's like 0 black child molesters or something. Like, it's not a thing black people do.
Yeah, I guess so.
Or it's a very low number.
Yeah.
But odds are,
It's
if
a
you
certain
go,
couple amount of uncles. There's some
Well,
dirty
we all-
uncles,
we
from
all
that, but
have
for the most
those.
part, niggas, we still cause.
yeah, well,
Well, because that's the thing. And me and Derek, we have a slogan that we say that's pretty. I think it's starting to get pretty known. Like, it's just pussy's an integral part of this whole thing.
Pussy is an integral part of this whole thing.
I'm not gonna lie to you. For most straight black males, for the stereotype that we're hypersexual, and I agree with that, but it's just like that's been put on our plate since we were like 13, 14 years old. Like, hey man, you got to stop all this whining and crying and get after some of this pussy. You know what I mean? And like once you hone in on that, all this other stuff don't make no
Absolutely.
sense.
Yeah.
When my grandmother saw I had acne on my forehead and was like, you ain't getting no pussy.
Right. When I used to go to parties,
got the clearest skin I've ever seen.
Right.
13, like, I guess I got.
right,
Man,
you got to
Shirley
figure
was
it out
like, the fuck
because
are
you
doing?
can tell, dude. At
Shirley
black
said
functions, like if you see black dudes fighting, like at a club or at a party, it's because pussy was never an option for them that night.
It wasn't.
You can tell who's like you don't even. Oh, is it the non-pussy niggas in the corner?
Yeah, the dirty braids.
The dudes is just standing
smelling
around,
like sandwiches.
Get up on these girls, man.
Get up on the girls,
Start
dog.
dancing. Do whatever you got
You
to do.
see that she out here giving wallies.
Right.
She out here handing wallies out. You want to fight? Come on, dog.
Right, and I'm telling most black people that is our agenda. There's the few that are out there doing that, and now those weird ones, the same ones that are fighting in the parties in middle school and high school. Those are the ones that are out front the club robbing people, later on in life. But
in the words of the great Richard Pryor, niggas act like pussy is the last thing they gonna get.
and unfortunately, to our detriment as black people, we only really target other black people for our shit.
Oh, yeah.
Like, it's very rare you gonna see like a bunch of hood dudes post up out front of like a bar full of white people and be like, yo, we just gonna start robbing white dudes when they come out.
Big
You know what I
respect
mean?
to black people, other black people.
Yeah.
Well, because like even I'm sure Charlie Kirk probably even talked about it, but like statistically, they're like, oh, these black on white crimes. I can't even think of one. I can't even think
They showcase it hard when you do get one. It's rare.
Oh yeah,
It's very
when Shorty
rare.
got stabbed on the train.
Yeah.
All that.
Oh,
they will.
She got, because we were talking about that on Zach Amico's show. That is something about those light rail monorails. That is a weird stomping ground for crazy black people to attack white people. Because
Really?
that lady got stabbed to death on one of those trains. There was another one on the platform. Black dude just shot a dart into a white man's back randomly, like as he was trying to board the plane. Like it's just it's a bunch of like, because the monorails, there's no barrier of entry. It's not like the subway where you gotta swipe to get on the platform. You could just wander on the platform of a monorail.
How about that?
And
that could be crazy. How about that?
Yeah, that's great. But the whole like it just annoys me whenever these one or two like incidents happen and then they blow it up and to make it seem like it happens all the time.
They were doing that with Democrats and Republicans. They were saying the Democrats are so violent, and I just looked it up because I was surrounded by a bunch of Republicans who just kept saying it over and over again. It's 75% Republican political violence in comparison to 25%.
Oh
Yeah. I mean, the liberals, left side, they're violent also. They don't have it in them to carry it out.
Right, they're all
because you
barred.
see it. You see it now, even the way they're talking about the Charlie dude. That's visceral hate. Yeah, he deserves to die.
They celebrate
him and his family and all that. And you go like,
crazy.
Oh, okay, so you are evil, motherfucker. At the end of the day,
behind them rainbows.
Right.
Yeah, man. Because I'll be watching them little debates when you see the powerful gay lesbian or the gay dude go up. Mm-hmm. Money get to talking to them and they just melt down and all. Dudes don't make me come and run away. I'm like, what the fuck?
We could tell.
But yeah, man, that evil's in them. But
yeah, the
it's
evil's
not
definitely in them. Well, and who's that one director that just got fired from that new movie about Robin, the Batman universe? They're gonna make a new movie about some superhero, but the director was like this trans lady, and she said something really shitty about Charlie Kirk, and they fired her. And the movie it's canned for now. Yeah.
That is
was
crazy.
that the shorty that said, "I hope the bullets didn't get hurt" or something like that?
I think something
That's
like that.
Going like
I
this
felt
bitch
bad for the
evil
bullet.
little
Yeah.
motherfucker.
Yeah.
Like,
But then they showed the picture of the lady, and I'm like, I get it.
Yeah, man.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Nobody who has a, just a fun, loving situation to go home to
Says stuff like that.
You gonna suffer.
Yeah.
You gonna suffer because my hair purple and I'm a man woman.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't like what's going on in my situation, so I need some company.
Yeah, they need
My misery, come here. Yeah, you gonna get some of this liberal talk. Yeah, I see why.
Yeah, it's crazy because like when this stuff happened, I feel like some of the liberals or people that claim to be liberal were saying the craziest shit.
Some wild shit.
They were saying some wild shit. And I was like, I thought our whole platform was like we care about humanity, like we love humans, regardless.
Nobody cares about humanity.
Yeah.
That in fact, you should be. You talking about run to a black person if you feel in danger? Yeah, run away from a motherfucker that talks about caring about humanity. Because that motherfucker's lying, okay? Like, they up to something, and you don't want to be around when that other shoe drops and you find out how evil they really are. You know what I mean? Like, if you want to help an old lady cross the street, help her cross the street.
Right.
But a motherfucker that goes, hold on, wait a minute, cameraman, get right there.
Don't film it.
Nah.
Yeah.
Oh, you're not
Something's
doing
up
this
with
for
that.
that. You doing this for life.
Right,
Yeah.
something's up with that.
Yeah.
Motherfucker that film themselves handing $100 bills to the homeless.
Crazy.
Something's up with that.
Something
man.
up with that. And all the white ladies that need virtue, so they show you a picture of them in Africa with some villagers.
Oh, right.
And I'm like, wait a minute, bitch. First of all, how'd you get to this village? Did you show them pictures of us?
Let me tell you something.
Like, you next to the lions? I don't give a fuck. That's not how you get. You're not gonna get knighted from me.
I have decided to take advantage of something that someone put me onto, but basically, it's essentially I'm going to go back to school. I'm going to go back to school and study something just really for shits and giggles, and because it's free, and it's free to Brooklyn residents. And what I found out when I actually went to the orientation is sponsored by Barclays. So Barclays is handing this shit out to Brooklyn residents because they know what they did pulling money out of that fucking community.
Oh, right.
They know. They already know. This is the, here's a little, it's something. Y'all figure it out, you know what I mean? But don't say I didn't give back.
Here's some Band-Aids.
Right. But you know what you did and who you exploited to get it out there.
Melanin Band-Aids.
Yeah, here's like $100 million. I guess educate anybody who wants to get it. And they can elevate themselves out if they want to. You know what I mean?
That's not even near enough.
But here's a shovel. We done gave you a shovel.
Right.
Take yourself out.
So I'm like, all right, fine, I'll take it, but I know what this is.
Yeah.
We're being bought because you did something fucked up.
Throw some money at it.
Right.
Yeah.
You ever had your mom be really mad at your dad? You don't fully understand why, but he's being extra nice. He got caught doing something fucked up, dude.
Yeah. Or when your mom hits you by accident, like really hit you, and then she make you the biggest meal that night. She make you like spaghetti and like burgers. Like shit don't even go together. She making you breakfast and dinner. Like, yeah, you fucked up it.
Right.
You know you hit me too hard.
That's so true. My dad spent like a couple of $1,000 on like video games and toys and shit. And 2 months later, they got divorced.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
And you as a kid, you don't. What the fuck? right, cool. But what's up with that?
Yeah, man.
There's something wrong. There's something evil.
And I know I'm a product of a good divorce. So, you know, like I got it from both sides.
Oh, yeah. I only got it from one side. Yeah. But, what were we saying?
I was just going to ask if anyone's got any plugs.
Oh, is it that time already?
Yes, sir.
We was cooking. We was cooking on this one. We was cooking on this one.
Yeah, well, this was we had such a great time. This was so fun watching you two riff the whole time, and
you didn't get enough questions in. This motherfucker. Yeah.
I was just happy to be here. You know?
They commanded the room. Maybe just one of them next time. One or the other, but at the same time. Good God. That's what he said. That's what the fuck you just said.
Yeah, it's like Family Guy. Like, all right, and on today's episode, we got screaming black dolphins.
We got two black dolphins.
Should we just post the episode on your guys' podcast page?
We got the screaming black dolphins today. Jesus Christ, man. I guess it's a good time to check out our podcast. No need for apologies. Find it on YouTube, anywhere where you check out podcasts. Check us out, live shows around here and there. Get with us. You'll find out where we are with the movement.
And New York Comedy Festival, November 13th. November 13th at Highline Comedy Club. Derek Gaines and Friends, featuring Dave Temple, Monroe Martin, Matt Richards, Chris Riggins, Jeff Ballinger, Onika McLean. It's going to be a whole Reggie Conquest. They all going to be there. So that's what I'm posting. The Derek Gaines and Friends New York Comedy Festival, November 13th, Highline Comedy Club. You get a free game of putt golf after the show.
What?
So if that makes you feel any better, laugh a little bit with me and my friends and go downstairs and play putt golf, November 13th, Highline Comedy Club.
Sold. I'll be there. November 13th to get some golf going on. I got nothing. I got this podcast, which wasn't even mine today. But I got nothing crazy coming up. What about you, Eric?
I got nothing. I got nothing.
All right. Well, hey, this was so fun. Thank you guys so much for being a part of this.
What
this
a time.
great.
No doubt. Time set.
But yeah, we gotta wrap it up. We'll see you guys next week on Raj Against the Machine.
Sweet.
Thanks. Later. Dude, this was great.
Yeah,
this was
I
awesome.
hope it was. My bad.
You had shit coming in the door. I was like, it's going to be going there.
Yeah, this is great. It's not once in a while.
My nigga came charged up. I'm like, you know, have a good time.